Welcome to SITTV News. I'm Maria.
And I'm stressed about midterms.
Aren't we all?
Stevens, my life is you.
Yeah, the course load here is challenging.
But at least the hums aren't hard.
In anticipation for last Wednesday's Democratic debate, the Stevens Environmental Club, SAFE, hosted a debate watching event in Babio 220. One of the speculated debate topics was the issue of climate change. SAFE's goal was to allow spectators to learn more about the environmental positions of the two presidential candidates. However, climate change was only mentioned once during the entire debate and was not part of the main topics for the night.
Last Friday, the Art Club hosted a screening of the movie Helvetica. The film explained the reasons why many companies use Helvetica as their font of choice for advertisements and marketing materials, noting its overall clean design and human feeling. President of the Art Club, Frankie Guarini, said, "The film displays design and art in a much more serious tone. It shows people the amount of craft and care that goes behind font making, just like any form of engineering."
Giovannis Pizza is a student favorite here at Stevens and is one of the most recognizable restaurants on Washington Street. Founded in 1986 by Sergio Gasci and Spen Malata, the family-run restaurant was named after their grandfather, Giovanni Gasci. What you might not know is for as long as Gio's has existed, it has supported student organizations with philanthropic outreach and service initiatives. Most recently, Gio's donated 10% of their proceeds to Stevensthon for customers who mentioned the club's name during their purchase. Spen Malata was quoted saying, "We always like to give back to Stevens, help students out with events, and help with fundraisers. It's not just about the business, it's about the relationships we develop with the students, faculty, and staff."
Well, now you just made me hungry for pizza.
The students kept getting pizza this week.
Phil, when's filming over? With midterms this week and next, students are looking forward to spring break, which will arrive in just one more week. Our senior field reporter, Trent Walco, went around campus to ask people what their plans were and how they're doing with midterms.
I'm Trent here on the Stevens campus, and today we're going to be talking to people about how they're coping with midterms and what their plans are for spring break. So we are here with
Kevin Quigley,
Chris,
Melissa McIntyre,
Jenny Quisby,
Ryan Edelstein,
Tessie Urtuvia.
So how are you coping with midterms?
I'm doing better now. I had 2 of them yesterday, and they were my last 2 midterms because I'm a senior, so I'm really excited about it.
I think I'm doing all right with midterms. I haven't had any yet, but all of them are next week, but I think I'm going to do all right with them.
I'm not sleeping at all.
Pretty much same.
I'm doing pretty well, studying, taking my time, reading those books, yeah.
Not too bad, actually. I kind of had all of mine on Monday and Tuesday, so I made it through the hump.
So spring break is coming up. Are you excited for it, and do you have any big plans?
Yeah, I don't have much going on for spring break, but I'll probably find something. I'm sure it'll go all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, mostly just to relax. I'm going to be doing a lot of coding, working on my new game, and also having one last big get-together with all my friends from high school before we graduate and have to be real people.
Well, all my friends already had their spring break, so I'm going to be passed out for like a solid week.
I'm going to San Diego because that's where I live. But
I'm very excited. I'm going to Amsterdam and Brussels, right? I don't even know. I'm going somewhere.
Thanks, Trent. Next up, our software engineering correspondent blends fashion and technology together in this week's Technically Speaking. Tarek?
Thanks, Alex. The world of technology has been making its debut in the world of fashion lately. Everyone from tech tycoons like Steve Jobs to the average person like you and me are taking advantage of the fashionable, wearable technology in some way. Interestingly enough, fashion and technology innovate at the same pace, so their combination proves to be very fascinating. What originally started as the watch, for example, has flourished to many modern wristwear items such as the Fitbit and the Apple Watch. Companies such as Apple and Samsung have had their attempts at bringing their devices into our wardrobes, and it has proven to be very successful. As technology slowly begins to creep into our outfits as well as in our daily lives, it's becoming more and more apparent that fashion and technology aren't very different after all. To find out more, pick up your copy of The Stew and read all about it in this week's Technically Speaking. Back to you, Maria.
Thanks, Tarek. That's this week's news. We're off for the next 2 weeks, so in the meanwhile, have a great spring break. For more stories and opinion columns, check out thestute.com and youtube.com/SITTV. Thank you for watching SITTV News. I'm Maria.
And I'm Alex. See you in April.
Can you turn that around? Hi, we're here on the go with...
Trent Walco.
Hi, Trent. How you doing?
I'm all right. How about you, Houston?
That's great. So you got any big plans for spring break? I said spring break and not midterms.